Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. To return is Naheem Hahn. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
The motion man is Johnson. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Run it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Chargers have it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Herbert now on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down is Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Now, he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Herbert to the air again. That one taken in. McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. 3rd down coming up. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. Second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's first and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Herbert to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Now, faking the give. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
To throw is Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
This guy has just been on another level the entire game. I mean, there's not a guy out there who has seen the field as well as he has. I mean, forget having days like this as a pro. Most guys don't have days like this at any level throughout their career. I mean, this is one he'll look back on for a long time.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll try again here, second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one down the field for Freiermuth. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Pickens in motion. And on this 1st down, it's Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Johnson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. And it works out as they convert on 4th down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he'll take it on in. Ruben Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by J-Ron Kurtz.
Steelers 12, Chargers 7. Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st down at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. Now Herbert again working deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to try it here again. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So as we come to the half, it is a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. 1st half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
They put Wilson in motion. Here comes the blitz as the pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Khalil Mack, three-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one. On third down, here's Johnson.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
Past the 40. Oh. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And we see a nice catch here by lad McConkey. And, Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. On first down, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Herbert to the air again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he will get into the end zone. Matt McConkey Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
At their own 41-yard line.
A give, and here's Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a second down. They put Pickens in motion. Here's Johnson, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Third and long. Slot man in motion right. Into the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell will be kicking off for Pittsburgh.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Hines now to return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's caught. Robbie Chosen on the ground. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. Throwing again, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Chargers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 28-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
To the goal line and in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Now a loose football. One of the Steelers has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Hines now to return. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Here's 1st down. On play action now, Herbert. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes, and they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead just resulting in that turnover.
That is caught, and he's in. Pat Fryermuth, touchdown Steelers. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Crazy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Herbert to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second. They'll talk things over before third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense is staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong game of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They put Wilson in motion. Now it's Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.